again, traders. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. It's 19 past 8 o'clock in the morning. Central Standard Time is 21:19 here in Southeast Asia. And it's sometime in Europe. It's 14:19 in the UK. So there you have it. Second stream of the day. Quick trade, just making sure everything was on track and had some slippage there. Was actually had a stop in positive territory and slipped to $40 loss. So slipped 2 ticks or so. I don't quite know how the hell that worked, but anyway, I was surprised. Anyway, so here we are. Looks like they're going to kind of muscle around and see if they can push that thing back up there to the VWAP, which is a fairly standard affair going into the open. 10 minutes before the open, certainly won't be doing any trades at this point. Just added it up here so I can remember what's going on. RTH open. All right, and we are testing the investor RT charting package on a ETN IQFeed. We've got Tradovate running Jigsaw. I'm trying to see if we can get some stability out of the charting package here and the data feed. The TopStep Step 2 50,000 combine is right here. We're up to the 5 allowed contracts because we've got about $500 or 400 and change left to go. This needs to say 53,000. There's our P&L curve. We had one losing day. Pretty damn close to a losing day. $41, pretty close. So there's where that is. We're about 89% winning days. And we're 18 days on step 2. So that's a good thing. The economic calendar here. And here we are. So we've had some HIP composite. Red Book was out. Housing prices were good. So far, these numbers, so far, well, this is as expected, and these were good. So that's not bad. We've got some Fed talking Feds here at in about an hour. Consumer confidence is coming out in 37 minutes, so at the top of the hour. And VIX is 2064, up 9.4. Basically, we have a risk-off configuration this morning, which is understandable, pretty obvious down here. Our daily chart for the NASDAQ, I can see looks to be kind of a consolidation range, actually. Big wedge or whatever you want to call it. This was a huge resistance area that they've not been able to get through for a number of days. You never know. If this thing consolidates enough and breaks out to the top side with that big bunch of news to do with the that private Alcagro or whatever it's called, a hedge fund that failed and is going to take possibly big hits for Goldman and Credit Suisse, and some folks like that could have some big problems that might have some serious impact on the markets. That's big news happening right now. Not necessarily on the markets we trade, but indirectly. So we're basically this wick test here is a possibility, and there's that 12,800, which has been a huge number forever. Look at that thing. How many times that's been something important. Incredible, huh? All right, and we have the Renko trigger chart. We have a 5-minute ES, and pretty soon the market profile of the regular trading session will come to life over here. This is the position or performance indicator or performance page for the Tradovate, just so I can keep track of where I am with the P&L and the balance, etc. And our quote board here is being driven by the DTN IQFeed via this quote board is with Investor RT. This one is part of Tradovate. And all this hocus pocus I've been doing with charting and data and blah, 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 blah is because I had several instances where the Tradovate would just lock up and get miles behind and huge lags, etc. Also had a similar problem a couple of times with the Investor RT running it through Rhythmic, investigating whether I would do another Rhythmic combine to get the data up. In this case, in the funded or pro account, I don't have to do that. I could have it run exactly as it is now with ETN IQFeed, which is one of the best around that I believe, and the Investor RT for charting and trade execution off the dome. The problem is you don't see the orders on the charting. You can't manipulate the orders on the charts or any of that stuff. If I were to run a second combine with Rhythmic data through an Investor RT, then I would not have the ETN IQFeed data, but both would be running on Rhythmic, and then chart, if I entered an order over here, it would show up on the chart and I could manipulate and chart trade and do all those kinds of things, which are kind of convenient because once I get in an order, once I get in a position, I have to manage it and manipulate it strictly from the dome. There's nothing, and there's no indication of where it is or anything else here on the charting, so it's kind of inconvenient. And that's where we are. So remember that trading futures and derivatives is not suitable for everybody. There's a lot of leverage, and you can risk and lose more than you have in your account. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and I am not a registered financial guy or any of that stuff. The purpose of this stream is for my virtual trading journal and to help like-minded traders see what I do, hear what I do, hear what I'm thinking, and hopefully we can build a community and all of traders who are striving for what I am, which is consistent profitability. I'm not interested to be a YouTube star or any of the things that I see so many people doing that are putting up some good numbers, but they're averaging down 2 or 3 times and things like that. And they'll make 2 or 3 days in a row of $1,000 or more a day, and then they have a $4,000 or $5,000 blow up. So it doesn't a lot of sense to me. I'm trying to be a little more measured and a little more professional about it. And that's everybody's opinion, right? And your risk tolerance is definitely your business and is a personal decision. The thing that you must keep foremost in your mind, I believe, is that our goal as a trader is to be able to trade tomorrow. Think about it. None of the other stuff that you do, back testings, charting, statistics, on and on and on, is meaningless if you blow up your account and can't trade. So I use a TopStep combine and funding, which is I find to be more relaxing for me because I'm trading somebody else's money. And it's a very cheap way to get into trading if you don't have a lot of risk capital, which is the definition of which is capital that you can lose absolutely with no impact on your life, your livelihood, your family, anybody else. And also your emotional capital, in my opinion, is better protected when you're working with a funded account. So the market's open. And we're pulling to the upside here. So far, the data is just ticking, 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 one at a time. We got 0 delays in the lag column on the quote board down here. That's good. Risk off. Opening swing to the upside. First move is up. We're opening in range and in value. And now we're going to take a swing to the downside. Not the big opening range there. 15 points, essentially. Swing high to swing low, about 15 points. That's not, that's fairly conservative for the NASDAQ. I, of course, need to be extremely patient and temper myself here. I would love to pop $500 quickly and be funded and be done with it. But, you know, now we got a lot of traffic here we're going to run into. EOC from the overnight. This is the last regular trading session low. This is the, I'm sorry, yeah, and this is the last trading session value area low, and this is the Globex value area low. Going on here, getting a new volume profile. Did that slip its session again? Can irritate the hell out of me if that's what's happened, but it's entirely possible. EOC just dropped down. Yeah, correct. Okay. All right. Ooh, got a big buyers coming in hard on this cumulative delta down here. Doesn't look like it's making as much headway as the delta bar would infer. It doesn't look too, it looks awful jumpy to me here. We have traded out of value. Which is the value. This is the value area on the market profile. We've traded out of value and to the lower side. Oh, well, that was pretty amazing. Now you'll see what I mean about managing these orders here. And of course, my timing sucks. Let's go. Wrong way. Wrong way, boys. Well, that wasn't any fun. Talk about picking the bottom. I didn't even think I'd gotten that order executed. I'm not liking that a lot. Pushing back to POC, will we come across it into this value area high? Across the value area here? I'm not sure. We got burned over here on the ES, that's for sure. I keep thinking we're going to get some more low out of this. We have put the Globex stat has been met, which 97% of the time either the Globex high or low is taken out by the regular trading hours traders, and so that's been done in the first 4 minutes of trading, along with my $200. Don't know what they're going to try to do here exactly. It looks a little erratic to me. Overnight inventory was just about 100%, or not just about, was 100% short. And we are not making any kind of an effort. Did this little pull up here and no effort to close the gap. So I'm still thinking shorts are probably the way to go. But there you are. There you have it. Got to trade what you see, not what you think. I'd love to go short this thing, but I'm just that last burn kind of made me gun shy here. Values just moved down. POC is not moved down on the investor RT yet, but it has on Jigsaw. We get through this thin area here, right here, we should pull up to this next volume area, I would think. Problem is the ES is coming off pretty hard. Not sure what is going on with this. Should be printing a volume profile over here, and I'm not seeing that. Could look like this here. What the hell? Oh, okay. All right, back to 40 bucks again. So there was our 160 target. Cancel flat just to make sure. All right, now we're back where we we're back to where we started. Now it's time to start making some money and get this damn thing rolled. I want to get this out. I'd love to get this, just honestly speaking. It's kind of stupid, but I'd love to get this in this month so that I could start April with the pro account on the funding, funded, and they not have to pay that combine fee again, of course. And it would just be a nice milestone in my mind, and a nice little treat to start out April, new year, new fiscal year, new everything with a as a funded trader. And what are they doing here now? I gotta get over here. This is driving me crazy. Why is this doing this? Well, this is just Globex. So where's the? Okay, where's the? split profile. Okay. Split 30-second overlay bars. That's correct. All of this stuff is exactly right on any chart. Apply. Okay. Why are you not doing that? Oh. Well, I'll have to figure that one out. Pretty sure last time it did it without any problem. And it's only a 5-minute chart, so every 5-minute candle there should have been done. I'm wondering if yeah, I'm wondering if I have the second session incorrect, and I can't remember the hotkey. Let's see. I should open that up. Whoops. To be sure I'm on the right chart here. There we go. Okay. That's not the one I wanted. That's not the one I wanted. Okay, I'm going to forget that for now. Try to get some money on the plate here if we go across this value. Well, they're at value area high now. But ES is off hard. They're going to just chop this around. What is it? That's not the one I want, darn it. That's the one I want is the setup. The instrument setup. I forget the hotkeys. I don't want to make some mistake in hotkey in an order here. But I'm sure what's happening is that on the ES, the second split profile, our time is not being applied properly. Thought that should be right here, actually. No. No, it would be on the it would be on that instrument setup. So I gotta, okay, here we go. Well, maybe not. Here we go. They seem to be having a hell of a time taking out lows today, even with a lot of sellers down here. I'm sure glad I didn't do that. Seems like they're having trouble getting that low down there. Or more lows. Lower lows, even though they've got a round off and sellers all the way down there, but they're still not making new lows on the delta. I'll get back to trying to remember how the hell to do this. That's not right. A lot of delta down here for no traffic, no headway. They're not making any room. You can see they're lifting. They're lifting the offer continually, even though the offer is hitting the bid now and then for a little more size. They're lifting the offer all the time, so that's why this thing is continuing to go up in divergence against that delta. There we are. So that's not the right one. That's not the full session even. And I don't know why this does that. 06. 00. 21. 00. And it's Monday through Saturday, Monday through Saturday. What that does. I don't want to screw with that. That's not the right place I was looking. That was control. That was Alt A, incidentally. There's a hotkey for that. I'm not going to mess with it now. I'll set up that volume profile later. What are we going to do? Oh, no. So we're right up at our resistance area here where we pulled back to a couple of times. And the ES just can't get up past that wick. I don't imagine we're going to make this back even to POC. And there's no real volume magnets there. And there we are, pushing down the value area again. And being rejected off of this price. And the ES is falling out of bed. Man, that's frustrating. I wish I could remember how to do that. I know it's just one little button, and there's a place I can just set the right session, and boom. It's going to be there. Session configuration. I don't know. Yeah, hell with it. I'll figure it out when I'm off stream or when I'm not trying to make a trade or two and get some money made here. Looks like we're chopping here. ES is just banging off the bottom, just pushing the lows a little bit down further. Now they're going to take it up here. You're going to be able to get some headway. I'm a little afraid of this. I've seen this happen more than once. Yeah, they might take it to POC now. Or not. Well, they keep doing that every time. So they're just little head fakes here, and they get right up in here, and then turn around and slam it the other direction. And the ES is the one that's really hitting them hard. And we must remember that in 10 minutes, the Fed start talking again. If I'm not mistaken. Well, my new glasses are not feeling right now, I'll tell you that. Well, this is just kind of frustrating. I want to just bang out about $500 in a nice 20-point trade and Say thank you very much for the funded account. This is probably going to keep nailing me down because I've now got commissions in there. Yeah, this should be, see, this was 52.6 and change when I started the day. The commissions are hitting it on top of the $40 loss. So net, it's not a good thing. And this is the POC for Jigsaw. Oh, boys, can you get it up there a little more now? Maybe not. Well, shucks. And I'm trading it right on that stop is right on the rotation size. So that's just not very pretty there. I thought they'd get it up there just to this 840, which is the Globex value area high or low, and I thought they would tap that, but now the ES is selling down here pretty hard. However, they've tried this 3 times and haven't got through it, so I don't know what to think here either. Divergence here, and up we go. Even on that sell-off. Amazing that they can't seem to make any headway on the on that ES weakness. Not very good. Not a very good market for me. It doesn't seem like I don't seem to have the rhythm here. I think they're going to go one way and they don't do it, and then they don't go the other. And like right over here, I was only looking for just tap up here, and I didn't get it. Don't want to take a trade off the POC. That's not very smart. And the value area low hasn't been making any difference at all. They just go ripping right through it and up and down and all around. And so they're not regarding the daytime references, which would indicate that there's higher time frame players in this market. And if that's the case, then they keep hitting the ES, and it's just NASDAQ just doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure what to think about that. Other than I think I need to just be patient and stay out of the market. I think you could get 5 points out of this damn thing, but boy, it just doesn't want to give it up. Thinking I'm going to get that, and then it just doesn't happen. Put a stop in there, just in case. The hell was that? I don't even know what that did. It was so quick. I didn't see an order happen, and it said stop got filled, and we've traded up to my target. Yet I only got $70. So something that I need to figure out how to do is either change these colors or get these wicks a different color, because I can't really see them. They need to be white or red or some damn thing so that they'll show up. And, huh. Just not working right. I'm just not got the timing. There's 20 points and I didn't get it. No. The ES has got to do some changing here right quick like a fox, or otherwise this thing is just going to keep slamming and banging around down here. My opinion. So it's chart style candlestick, and there's up and there's down, and we should be able to change that wick color in the preferences, I think. Here, and it's multi-pane. Colors. Bar colors. Candle colors. Grid line. Line histogram. Scale color. Tile background. Tile bar background. Title bar text. The damn wick. Candle bar border. It's supposed to be white. I wonder if they consider that to be white. Let's make it some goofy color we can see real easy and see if that's actually it. See what that says. Oh, that didn't do it. Because it's still this goofy color here, whatever that is. So that isn't what it was. That's what I thought. I had changed that before. Bar candle border. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Now we're in another zipper again. So they're just going to chop this mess around in a tight little range of 10, 25 points. Yeah, I guess I'll go back to playing with this damn thing and see if I can remember how to set that up. Curiosity, maybe? Oh. Thought it was over here, but it's not, apparently. Oh, look at this. So this is different than the preferences. Maybe that's the same story over here. I'll check that out. Period. Here we go. So this is Globex daylight savings, all right? And now we're going to go here, and then we're going to go apply, and then we're going to go here again, and now it's going to go down here, which is just what I thought. It's got some stupid 38 going on as the associated day session instead of the one I created, which is not here. Huh. Okay. We'll use that one. I don't know why the one that I put in here isn't here. There should be one that's 38. This thing has got some stuff I just don't understand. And it's still not doing what I wanted it to do. So anyway. Ah, yes, bar candle border. There we go. There we are. Okay. Love it when a plan comes together. Now I can see those borders and those wicks, and I can see how stupid I'm going to be when I trade against them. And I'm not going to do anything in this chop zone until something happens over here. I wish I hadn't traded at all today, but I have, thinking I was going to get someplace. And real tight range, chop zone. Real tight range and a chop zone. I suppose the next possible trade would be one of these lows, mean reversion. Boy, that is the tightest range I think I've seen on the NASDAQ in 20, 30, 40, 25 points. Is it going to fall through there now? Or is it going to do one of these ups again? All dependent on over here, my guess would be. Selling. That's kind of nerve-wracking. Contrary against the delta there, but it's probably going to go back across the trading range again. I just don't feel comfortable enough to take that trade. I don't want to get in worse shape than I am. 130 bucks down plus commission. And there it'll go. And it'll go up to the basically damn near 10 points. So that would have been an 8-point target. But here we come again for the sell-off. What are you boys up to, boys and girls? I don't think I want to get in the middle of this trade fest over here. I do want to change these colors though. Liking that white a lot. Okay. Oh, very nice. That should show up a lot better on the stream, I would think. Well, the charting seems to be just working do dandy. If it was now, the problem is the trader. That's usually the problem, actually. We get some move on the delta. We're going to get through. Oh, I can't stand taking a trade off a POC. That's pretty stupid. And we're still fussing around over here on the ES. Nope, 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 nope. Now the ES is selling off, so this value area low will probably not hold. They are making lower highs on the wicks and lower highs on the bodies and lower lows. Having a resting order at any of these daily visual references is not doesn't look very efficient to me today, because they're not really respecting them much. They're slapping through them all over the place. POC's holding pretty darn steady though. Maybe this is just keep your powder dry while the Fed guy talks, I guess. Okay, well, I'll try to figure out what's going on with this stupid profile over here. I think we have this figured out. We have the Globex day, 16 to 415. That's 36. 0600 to 415. Which is 0315 Central Standard Time and 5 o'clock. What I really don't understand is where I built two of these. One is Globex NDLS, and one is similar, but with the 2100 to 415. And now I don't see that any place here. Equity stocks, 2100 to 402, 2100 to 410 US stocks. I don't understand why these things, when you build one, why it doesn't just show up every place. I don't get it. Well, NASDAQ E-mini day and NASDAQ E-mini full. Maybe that's the way to. Monday through Saturday, okay. Fly. And we'll try to do this again for the next one. And now it's not here. Wait. Yeah, that one there. So we want the NASDAQ. 21. No, it's not here. Son of a gun. This is frustrating. I'm sure it makes perfect sense to somebody that uses this all the time, but I'm not that guy, and this is just irritating the crap out of me. What I want is this one. I want the fall session and the day session. And I'm not getting that, and I'm starting to wonder why. So there's the day, and this is the fall. Okay, so we're going to apply that. See what happens. Still not plotting another, and it's still not plotting another profile. It's still only plotting Globex. Well, before I had it doing two profiles just like this, separated colors and the whole schmear. And I'll keep monkeying with it, I guess. What else to do? I'm not trading in this top zone over here. That's for god darn sure. So we have the full 6 to 10. Right. And we have the associated day session is now here we are with my old ones of the day in the pit. Now all of a sudden it shows up. NASDAQ full. Now here's where I had the Globex and the pit, you know. Okay, so we're going to go with NASDAQ full. And the NASDAQ day is the second one, and it's Monday through Saturday. Associated day session. My position, I'm going to apply that. And I'm going to wonder why. That's not how it's plotting. Oh, and here we go. Oh, that's just real irritating. Okay, I guess I better stop trading today. Why did they? Oh, okay. I was thinking we'd get into this low volume and run this thing up to the VWAP, but I guess that's not on somebody else's plan. I was busy looking at this stupid thing and didn't watch the cumulative delta break out there. That's pretty darn disappointing. Where am I here? Now $700, so probably won't get that in this as nearly as easily as 400 would have been earlier today. Wow, this is really frustrating. There's that, and it's not showing the split session. There's another tick box or something somewhere. Don't know why that's not charting properly. Just know it's frustrating. Just know that it's frustrating. Oh, there's the instrument menu, right? Okay. Oh. Big sell-off on Delta, of course. Now the ES is not doing anything, so they don't seem to be talking to each other too closely here. And I'm busy screwing with this and missed this pop here and immediately got stopped out on the breakout across of the value area high. Still holding a 25-point range value area. Wow, that's pretty darn amazing. Wonder what's going to happen here at the chain bottom of the hour, maybe. This is just nonsense. $295 down, and I needed $400 to be funded this morning when I started, or this afternoon. Now I need 700. That's kind of ridiculous. I'm going to have to fight to get back just to where I was now. Yeah, 320. I was at 6, so I need another $3. Going to take it across value, I would say. They're going to trade it back down to the value area low here. The problem is I'd have a resting order there, but they just smack right through it, especially when this is going on. And there we go, right through it. So there's your stop out. There's the stop. Right back to that bottom area of that range. That was a struggle to get through all of this nonsense just up to there a minute ago. Now they're getting a little bounce out of it. Back to the POC maybe. 4 or 5 points anyway. Big, big, big fall out of bed on the ES. Just a complete chop zone. What's up, sweetheart? Like now? Yeah, I'd be happy to talk to him if you know that you guys wanted. What? I know. Screaming. Sure, I'd be happy to talk to him. No problem. Yeah, sure. Wow. Irritating. A million different distractions here, and now the ES is going to come hard. This is going to look for a new low, are they? Sellers are coming in pretty strong. I don't know. I'm half afraid to look at a breakout to the bottom. I think I got killed on that one once already. Back up to value almost. Failing this stop up, I'm not gonna Okay. Probably could have taken some more. Probably could have taken some more by leaving the stop alone and pulling the target out, especially with this big wick, but I've got people doing stuff in the room here now, and yeah. Well, still not very pleased with any of this, but anyway. Oh well. Yeah, I should have just kept moving the target. We're going to continue to sell off, it would appear. Whatever somebody said they didn't like. Heading down here towards the balance area. We're at second standard deviation. They're not paying much attention to any references today, it doesn't look like to me. Getting about 5 points on those pullbacks. So that should have been a case where I moved the targets ahead of the stop to a common. That's one of the reasons why being able to also manage your trades on the chart is a pretty handy idea. That would have been a little bit easier to do. I'm not very good watching the dome that closely. I'm dyslexic, so it's to be a hell of a lot of numbers in a big hurry. I have to do it more from just positioning than actually reading the numbers and doing the math. Sell off, yes, and the stupid charting doesn't work, dude. That's just irritating. I wonder what happens if I change this around. What if I change this to this? There we go. There's our double charting. Now, how the hell did that work? That makes no sense at all, and it's right. Wow. Well, there's Globex. No. This is just the daily. This is the gap. There's no Globex in here. This is only the day. This is the regular trading hours to regular trading hours. Is what that is. Let's try another one. Let's try. Now I don't see my. Yes, I do. Here we go. So here's this one. And here is. Uh, 26, Globex day 26. This one. That's the wrong one. Why didn't these change? These are supposed to be changed. Oh, yeah. Oh, so this is supposed to be 37. But do I see 37? No, I don't see 37. And therein lies the rub. Well, that is just really irritating. So here's the day session. Okay, and there's the pit session. So let's apply that. No, didn't want to do that. That's not what I want. I want this one. I wanted that one, and there's the associated pit. Apply. Okay. Apply. Okay. Back to the same stupid thing again. Back to the same one. So are we going to trade across this little value area up there? We're going to make a little headway or not? I'm a little worried that it won't work. See if we can get a little bit out of it. Why is it doing this? Why is it missing that? Come on, man, don't screw me now. Get up there. Get up there. I don't know why that's not working right. But I don't like this. And that's irritating. That's really irritating. That's why that's the problem with my reaction time and the way this dome is moving. I'm still not good with. I'm not good with doing that. Huh. Not good with doing that. And this thing is still making me mad. And now it's going to run across where I thought it was going to, back to value area high, but I just I got swiggled out right here on the stop at 12.8. Going to go back in and up to POC? Well, that's pretty unlikely with all of this traffic here at the value area low. That might be a spot for it to pull back. Don't know. A little bit. I guess maybe instead of moving these up all the time and trying to get them into break-even areas, I should just leave them alone and let them run. Take the stop or not, because I would have had a full 10 points out of that thing, or 8. And this is still making me mad over here. Huh. Maybe it's because I have the instrument set up differently. Full session. Why won't it do what it's supposed to do? 0, 6, 0, 0, 0, 4, 10, Sunday through Friday. No, Sunday through Saturday. 2100. 410. Through Saturday. Okay. Yes, do that. Out of my damn hair. Okay. So what are you gonna do here? Well, the ES immediately turned around on me, so that's not a good thing. Well, that's just not making me happy at all. The charting isn't, I can't get that profile to work right. It's going to stop me out again. That's going to be real frustrating here, I think. And then it'll turn around and go the other way. Now, come on, get across that POC and get up there, do something. Bad place to trade, the POC. This is just really frustrating. Moving that off of the value area low, a couple of ticks. See if that'll do something to me. If we get across this POC, if the ES will just take off, we'll start some running here. There we go. We'll trail that stop up a little bit and keep pushing this target out. See if we can get a runner up to about 40. If we could get it up to 48, that'd be just excellent. Might be going to get tapped here, though. Yeah. Trail that stop too tight, but still got 100 and change out of it. Yeah. Oh, well. How can there be? No, I guess it's just. Oh, there we go. God damn, finally. Boy, that was a nightmare. Recalculate. So we got pull the POC down, and they're going to take it back up again, huh? What the hell? That doesn't seem right either. So we go back to this 851 part story again. We can get up there to that. Nope. Boy, I tell you. That's just irritating. There you go. Wow, that took long enough. Gee, mini Christmas. Save the hell out of that. And save the, whatever you call it, saved. It does this every time. I don't know where it's supposed to keep them. Doesn't ever seem to win. Why does it keep going layout? Why doesn't it put the name there? Oh, here we are, right up to our 840. Did just what I thought it was going to do. Oh, that's just mad. So we stopped out twice because I moved the stops, and we got to target. Guess I should learn about that, huh? Thought I had one here for. Thought I had that. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Well, that's pretty disappointing. I've missed 2 of those trades to my target, which was at 40. So I don't know. And we're right up here to the value area high with a tweezer top on the elusive profiling. There we go. All right. Boy, that is not much of a look at that narrow range for all of Globex. Oh, that's pretty amazing. I was pretty darn hopeful that I was going to take this thing across to a funded trader ship tonight, but I'd have a ways to go here now. $500, 550 would do it. 550, huh? And I'm not thinking we're going anywhere up here. This has been still only 25 points on that value area. Can that be right? Well, we're at 810 to 847. So what do we got on this thing? We got 812. 846, yep. Wow. So that's 10, 20, 35 points. Huh. $35 points. And the ES is looking, I don't know what that more normal looking candle, that spike was all about, but 37 to 47, 10 points. Well, we're getting some upward movement here if they're going to really take out that high. I don't know, that tweezer top, boy, they're right exactly on top of each other over there. And this thing here, what it's going to do is another story right in the middle of range, right in the middle of value. Just kind of slamming back and forth again. What's something else look like? What is the, let's see what the, no, not that one. I want this one here. This is the range chart. That we would normally be trading. I definitely like the Renko better. Gonna get past that now. Boys, you gonna get up there to that top, girls, boys and girls? Gotta stop saying boys. I don't really mean that. It's just a old cowboy expression. I grew up on a ranch a long time ago. No, ES is just topping out and coming back down too. But it's not comfortable enough for me to short it. And we don't have enough delta to keep going up there. They just keep topping out and can't get there. I'm not sure who's holding what where, but somebody's doing something pretty phenomenal to keep this in the 30-point range. The whole of value. See if they can get a little bit out of it there. Make that rule again, but I'm not in the mood to here we go. All right, so there we took 50, a couple $100 out of it. Are we actually? Yeah, I think we're actually profitable, but just barely. Don't know how to do this now. Okay, let's see what happens here. All right, so there's our 58% trades. There's our winners and our losers. We're $40 profitable out of 12 trades. That is ridiculous. 361 bucks to the good, 319 to the bad. A minute and a minute, a minute 4, a minute 40. Well, there we go. So we managed to wang dangle do my way back down to where I'm 40 bucks ahead of where I started the day, and here we are just rocking and rolling, and I can't even talk. And it's getting pretty toppy. I don't know what's going on, but something definitely is. But I was busy. I should have been busy trading instead of looking at the profit center thing. And 870 could be the top there. 880. Yeah, and look at all down here. I got to go. Another thing that I would really like to be able to do is one of the things that I do appreciate about the Tradovate is the fact that you can see your trades, trade lines, entries, and all that stuff. That's pretty handy, actually. I can also change this delta or VWAP. I can have it be day session or custom. Now watch this. Watch the cumulative delta over here recalculates. It should. Yeah, drops clear back down here where it is on the daily chart calculated by Jigsaw. Now, if I get rid of that, it's the Globex back up to the top. So there's a lot of pretty handy stuff you can do with this thing. And if you notice the VWAP is, or the, VWAP is down here at 2828. So if we go over here and go day session, apply, there we are, 2833, pretty darn close. They're a little bit different. My next question is, I'm not sure which one is the one to use. I kind of think the Globex is, because it's got the, it's carrying the trade from the open, and any positions that the institutional people have from Globex session anywhere along the Globex session would be reflected there. I'll have to do some studying about VWAP and see what the hell everybody says, I guess. But you notice how it's pulled up here to the VWAP and it's just kind of tugging around on it. I guess what I could do, no, I'm not going to. Let's see what the Tradovate one would say. How could I do that? But it seems like they're holding right at the VWAP on the. Oh, that would be a good one to have on the ES, wouldn't it? It is on the ES. Why don't I see it? Something doesn't seem to be working too. Time weighted average price. I don't know that I want time weighted, do I? What's this one all about? Oh, it is time weighted also. Yeah. Oh, look at there. Jesus, they look like spider webs. A little bit on the too big side, I'm guessing. Width, 1 pixel. Style, okay. Width, 1 pixel. Let's. Everybody better be 1 pixel. Yeah. Okay, apply. Okay. Oh, that's a little better. Oh, there you go. Now, if this ES continues to truggle up here to the volume weighted to the VWAP, and here we have our bands of 1, 2, and 3 sigma, we'll probably break out of this thing. That's my out of this zipper to the upside. But they're not breaking out over here yet. So we could easily break to the downside. Man, that 12,800, I don't know what the hell it is about that thing, but man, that has been in play forever now. So where are they trading here? This is Globex. This is yesterday's trading range. Kind of in the middle again. Yeah. Not into value. Well, it says not into value on the market profile, but probably on the volume area profile. I gotta get that better defined here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't want to do that. I just want to. There we go. Just annoying. I can't make these letters right. I'm sure it's something I'm doing or the way I've got it scaled or something here, I guess. Probably. So where are we trading? Right at POC from yesterday. VPOC. Right in the middle of a lot of traffic. And I don't know why it's not loading all the data over here. Maybe it's because I've got this DTN IQFeed is a limited amount of historical data you get. Ooh, Uncle, wow, look at this. Are they going to bounce it off the... Now, normally I would have a resting order here for the bounce off the value area high, but I just don't have any confidence in this market today. It's not really paying attention to or respecting the visual references as normal. And that's an indication that larger time frames are in the market, which is a good time to keep your nose clean. I'd love to get another $160 or something on this thing, and one more win and trade would be kind of nice. But on the other hand, I'm at 85 positive, so that's better than a swift kick in the butt. Traded it back from a loss to a little bit of positive here. We got some sellers happening for sure. See, right through, didn't even blink, cut through that value area high like a hot knife through butter. And now they're going to get right down to all of this nonsense right here, back in the chop zone. I think I may just call this a night here at the top of the hour. It's been a rather long time on the stream, I believe. Let's check. Current bit rate is 0. It doesn't like that at all. And I'm going to be really disappointed if this audio has not been captured. I've had more goofiness with this. No, it seems to be in there. The mic's in there. The output, the audio. Yeah. Audio streams bit rate is 0. Well, that doesn't sound very good, and I don't know why that would be, because it's not what's going on down here. And we have a I don't know. Looks like everything's working right, but this is it keeps saying open a widget. This is something to do with the YouTube Studio. Well, I hope I don't nuke this, but if I do, have a wonderful day trading. I will, if hitting this widget shuts something off on the stream, I will just go ahead and call it a day. Not a very nice day, but a day. Better than down, I guess. Green is green. Remember, your goal is to be able to trade tomorrow. So manage your risk and be sure you can be around for tomorrow's stream and tomorrow's trading. Subscribe, please. That would be great. Thumbs up would be super. The bell, if you want to know about when I go live like today at the Asia Close London Open, and then here at the regular trading hours open. So I'm going to try that widget and see what happens. We recommend you use an audio stream bitrate of 128 kbps. Well, okay. The whole problem is it's supposed to be higher than that. It's supposed to be 300, according to this thing. Try to monkey with these things a little bit and see what we get. Well, let's see now. Audio stream. Enabled, okay. Output, audio recording. Audio bit rate is 320. It says here. And this says current streams bit rate is 0. And they recommend 128. It's the hell right out of me. I can't change anything while I'm live streaming, so that's kind of an irritant. But anyway, it is what it is, I guess. Now I don't know how to close this thing off. This widget that they were talking about here. I don't know. Okay, cool. Excellent condition, stream health, whatever. Okay. All right. So did I miss a big trade? I suppose. But look at this wick. That's one hell of a 56 to 42. 12 points. 12 points of travel in a Renko and a 20 point 20 tick Renko. That's what we've got still, I believe, isn't it? Renko 20 ticks. Yeah. No changes there. Well, I'm pleased I was able to finally muster this thing up, but I'm still not sure exactly why it didn't do it the first time. Anyway, it is working now, apparently. And I don't think we're going to get much traffic out of this NASDAQ while we've got this big anchor sitting around the neck of the ES over here. sellers were in, and we did get some selling, a little bit of profit taking back up there to the previous POC. Excuse me. And obviously I didn't lose the stream when I was monkeying around with that widget, so here we are still. Top of the hour. Should be getting a candle change over here. Right to VWAP and that POC on the NASDAQ. But I am not comfortable with using any of these references for resting orders because they just haven't been sticking. Have you? Normally I'd put a resting order right here to value area high and it would come down there, smack that and bounce up 10 points or thereabouts. And it's doing so, but you know, it's also blowing through here like a not even on the graph or the chart. And these bounces are real small. Did I say that? Of course, it goes up 9 points. Yeah. That was the entry, however, for any kind of a potential longs because it's so congested with this zipper and consolidation area up here. That would have been the pullback for sure. Maybe I put too much weight on the correlation with the ES. It's possible. Very possible. So here we go. We're going to pop through there. Really? That's the open. Oh, sure's the world. Oop. Oop. There's our balance area. I forgot to do something today. I don't know what it is. Get some sleep's probably what I forgot to do. Well, I'm sort of happy that everything's working okay here. I'm a little disappointed with my trading. I would have liked to had that 300 and some change onto that 6, and I'd be within a couple $100 of the funding tomorrow. Have tomorrow and what is today? Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday first. Hell, I don't even remember. Tomorrow's the 31st. Okay, so one more day. One more day. Christ, it's already April. First quarter's done. Wow. Amazing. Pretty darned amazing. How fast time goes. How fast time goes. Ooh. Well, sorry. I'm yawning here. Time for me to go to bed, I'm thinking. thing keeps talking about the audio bit rate, and I don't really know what to do about it. If I log on and there's no audio here, when I listen to this as I go to sleep, I'm going to be really irritated. I make no changes. That's the part that's so frustrating. Apart from when the OBS updates itself, which I don't do, it just does it automatically when I start it sometimes. I make no changes. I don't change the settings at all. I just click from starting soon and start the stream and then move to trade screens, and that's it. And all of a sudden, there's always some goofiness got to happen. I don't understand why. Well, they are just chopping the bejesus out of it up here. I could pick up a little bit off of this. Problem is the ES is liable to slam in there and it just come to a grinding halt. As will this one, perhaps, as it did before. Right there, same story. The ES is pulling down harder though. Oh, we need it. We need a real flush on the ES. Got a double top or triple top or a gazillion top or something going on here. Just don't know if they're going to be able to get it below that value area. It just doesn't look like it. Every time they get down there, it floats back up, and now the ES can't seem to get any headway on the downside. So estimating this is, I mean, won't be surprising at all to see this run back up to the view up again. And if I was a little more adventurous and not tight, a little bit worried about this profit story, I would be scalping these long, short, long. You got a couple of them there. The problem is not sure why it's doing this consolidation so much. And why it's not going to just get up there now. I might have gotten the wrong spot there, maybe. No, well, that didn't help. That didn't help. Too late to the party. I'm getting too much information. I'm paying position risk for information, and moving the stop isn't helping me really because it is actually running for it. So I'm coming too tight with my stops. But I am not in the mood to put on any losers. And it was sneaking it up over a little bit there. There we go. I'd like to get it within striking range of for tomorrow, and we actually are. It's $300 essentially. Or I'd like to see this ES just go taking off and this thing just go ripping up out of here, but I don't think it doesn't want to seem to do that. Ooh, big thunder. Oh, great. Going to be a rainy, thundery night. That means good sleeping. Yeah. Too tight, too tight. I was afraid of this pullback here. But I suppose if you stop and think about it, it's managing risk. Is it really though, or am I just kidding myself and it's really just nonsense? $51 worth of commissions. Yeah, commissions. 64% win rate. Okay. But it's going to probably move off of here if the ES would just get out of its own damn way. Oh, left without me. Oh, no. Not good there. Long one. I always forget to say that. There you go. Well, that's just irritating. Irritating. At the highs, at the highs. I think it's going to go. I think this is going to take a run up here, and it could actually get up to the psychological level of the whole number. Well, that was quick. What the hell was that all about? Wow. Huh. How fast that moved. Well, that's disappointing. Now I'm down 110 bucks. Oh, that's real irritating right there completely. Guess I didn't notice that. That was happening. Or if that just happened. Interesting to see the stream. If that suddenly happened, we were right in here and it dropped down and picked that stop up before I could even see it. Well, I was looking for this psychological level at the whole number, but that's what I. And what do we got going on here? So up and down and up and down. But yeah, that's right. Huh. Well, sorry that I didn't just get out of here when I was 100 ahead. And still 8, 10, 50 point value area for the NASDAQ. That's pretty not atypical for this last few months. But this trading still irritates me. I mean, if I'd have taken any part of this run and just sat on it, and I know I had some trades in here, I'm long funded. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There's $1,600 right across there. 80 points. What's this going to do now? Is it just going to be all excited and jump up here and then go smacking back down again? This thing can't get above itself over here. Just back into value here. Now, if they get accepted, the theory of market profile is if they accept in this value area here, it's quite likely they'll trade across it. Or if it gets rejected out of it, they'll trade off the other way. So, going to happen. My problem here is that they've just been slamming this all around, and it seems to follow the ES when it wants to and not follow it when it doesn't want to, and they keep coming back across the open. So a little gun shy to go up here because they might want to smack it back down here again, depending on what's going to happen on the ES. It looks like they're going to do that. Looks like they're going to put in a now I'd like to be able to throw a trade there, a resting trade. And if you wanted to trade these consolidation areas, the idea would be to take this low and bring it up here and to get out of it, and with your 6 or 7 points or whatever that is, and 70 to 80, 10 points, 8 points. But this worries me over here. And they tried it high, and then they just brought it down, and now they're consolidating lower right at this area here. Will they run it again? I don't know. This is just, looks like a whole lot of nonsense going on down here. The delta relative volume is not so great. Okay. Okie dokie. So disappointed that I lost that $100. I mean, I'm down 100. I was up 100, so I lost damn near 2, I guess. Not sure how that must be slippage. I don't know. That doesn't seem right. That's one of the areas where it's good to be able to use the Tradovate charting. You can put your little cursor on that trade line and see exactly where you got on that. You can see your entry and your exit on that trade and just what the profit or loss was. I do appreciate that. And there's maybe something like that over here. I don't know. I think there is, but I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's called portfolio, but I don't see one. Don't see one. License, share, save, open, new. Oop. It's not a quote page, I don't. Kind of looks like one. When you open a new instance of this thing, it opens the damn thing, but maybe it's got something to do with trade data or something. It probably doesn't track it because I'm not trading on this. Yeah, of course. It's not tracking it because I'm not trading it on Investor RT or the IQFeed. Yeah, so if you're a brave camper and a scalping guru, you're picking these off tops and bottoms. Basically, almost 8, 9, 10, 8, 9 points there if you are patient about it. 70 to 76 to 77. Not getting anywhere on this buyer, so we're not making anything on the delta. I'd love to get one good trade out of this damn thing and get back positive again. I hate going to bed with it red or shutting the stream down with red. That's just irritating. There we go. Just irritating. Here we are back to value area high from the top side. ES is trying to sell down again. They're rejected out of value in market profile. And I've got to work on setting this up so that I can see the value area profile over here. Volume area profile. This is the market profile value area. I want to see the value area on the volume profile. And this is the cumulative volume histogram for the period of charting. So excuse me. Well, well, well. Figure out what to do about an old iPhone. Just shuts off in the middle of whatever, sitting on the desk, talking on the phone, listening to YouTube on the exercise machine, and the damn thing just goes off and starts and reboots. I don't know. Just tired, tired, I guess. Tried everything. I reset it, deleted a bunch of apps, and pulled out the SIM card and cussed at it a lot. I think it's just probably been dropped one too many times. Maybe it's got a loose battery or loose connection somewhere on the motherboard. Well, I'd love to see the ES take a dump and this thing start going across value here. That'd tickle me to death to be able to take one back down in here somewhere. But this has just not been conducive to selling out. As witnessed right there, they give a head fake down and then bring the thing back up. Well, charged up almost. Irritating. I'd love to take that short right there, but I'm not just comfortable with that idea. I like to take that mean reversion short. The one to take was up here, of course. Be a lot nicer if you were on the top of this consolidation area, but they just don't seem like there's a lot of conviction to get through here. And the ES can't get above it, just back and forth to VWAP, POC. Sellers are in, but they're not making really any big lows here. Sellers are in, but they're not making lows. I think I've made the money here today on the longs and lost money on the shorts, if I remember correctly. Well, we were doing pretty darn good there for a minute. What are we doing here? Well, we're 56% green. We were $3.99 and sorry, $7.85 and $8.95. If that would have been my profitability, I would have been long funded. And now I'm $169 off with a gross P&L of 110 because I got $59 worth of commissions. So So there you have it. Irritating, to say the least. And like, look at this thing, you know, just wicking back and forth and going no place times 2. I think I'm going to just put my tail between my legs and head to bed here and shut the stream down and call it a night. 2,469. So I need about 500 and change for the funding to close out step 2 of the TopStep combine, which would be the whole goal. And what I don't remember my anniversary when I have to pay again. I don't believe it's spot on the first of the month. It's on a 4-week period from whenever you started. I believe I got to go back and look at the dashboard and look at that thing. Wick down, wick down, wick down. Nothing happening on the ES positive, and this thing runs all the way up on negative delta. Go figure that out. So is it going to just get up there and then collapse again, or what? How is it running up on thin air? Buyers are morons, I guess. Keep lifting the offer. Gonna run to the top, sure as the world. Well, or at least it ran back up to the top of those wicks. And the ES is nothing. Back to a doji or a shooting star or whatever they call that little thin body thing. Not going to try this breakout again. This is where I took that loss just as from 100 and whatever I was up to now I'm down to $1.10 right up here. I thought we were going to pop up to the psychological number, the whole number at 900. But no such luck. Just can't get any conviction out of any. Minute I short this stupid thing thinking, okay, let's just take this trading range back and forth. It'll go ripping up here to the 900. I suppose. Seems like that's the way it happens often. Sacrifice position for information. Sacrifice position or entry risk for information. Or better off to sacrifice information for position. Say. And another saying I like is confirmations for Catholics. You know, people always talking about, I wait for confirmation on this trade. Well, that was an old floor saying, apparently. Well, come on, boys, girls, whatever, traders. pretty much of a balanced profile when you look at it. It's not too crazy kurtosis here. And another thing I wanted to do, which is you can hit something. Where does it say something about add profile button? Got one of those. Yeah, it's real. There's a something you can click on it around here somewhere with a hotkey that'll show all of the show data. It'll show you the kurtosis and the number of, all the stuff, all the stats about the profile. Maybe it's show data. I don't know. Oh, let's go compact. Much to me. Here we go again at the top. So we're going to pop it out, or what are we going to do? And look at this. We got no delta up, and we got zip going on the ES. And here they are going to try to pop out the top of this thing again. Damn it. That is just one giant damn it. Damn it. No. Right to 1900, right to the whole number. Just exactly where I thought it was going to go. Well, within a tick. Well, that's just mad. Just magical. Seems like that's kind of lagging. Left without us. Well, somehow we got in on that one. I don't quite know how. Seems like this thing's kind of jumping around. Maybe it's the Tradovate data that's just funking up. And of course, now it's going to not take another push. Or is it? What that's doing is killing me with commissions. That's death by 1,000 cuts. And it's going to run up here. But I had it right on the money to the psychological level, so that makes me feel kind of good. I just had my timing off over here, or moving the stop up, but I wouldn't have held through this part down here. That's more than the daily stop loss. But they did exactly what I was thinking they were going to do, and to the area that I was looking at. So I just got in late again with the information. Confirmation over information risk or something. I don't forget. Now, come on, guys. Let's just take this up there a little bit. Ha! Holy crap. Didn't even see it. I didn't even see that move. Wow, that's just amazing. Looks to me like actually, well, maybe not. Well, that sucks. Now I'm getting worse than way worse. I was at 6. Yeah, this is just stupid. All right, well, that's going to be it for me. I'm obviously don't have my timing right tonight. And it's 23:35 here. So I think I'll call this kind of a, just in general, pain in the butt day. Boy, that was fast. I didn't even see that happen. Got it? Yeah, that was just not fun there. $366 down. 66 bucks commission and $300 loss. Loser. I hate to go to end the stream on that note, but it's getting to the point where I'm just flailing here, trying to get that extra little bit, and it's going the wrong direction. So I will live to trade another day. And I'm tired. I've been at it since early this morning, and it's midnight here now. Be nice when I get back on the, when we get to the, over to the hemisphere, be on a little more normal trading footing. Boy, that's irritating. And I'll tell you, so easy you can lose 300, and how can you struggle to make it? It's amazing to me. And it's just a matter of 50-50. Each trade, every time you put on a trade, you have a 50-50 probability that it's going to go up or it's going to go down. That's it. Doesn't matter how much you look at the charts or you back test or whatever. On each trade, the probability is 50-50. So that means even with an 80% or whatever, 60% or whatever win rate, still is not working out right. And that's a function of the losers being stops and taking shorter winners, by moving the stop up to break even. Now here it goes again. And if I fully thought that it was going to break that top a minute ago, and I was going to pop up there to the 20s, 10s, and I got spanked $300. And it'll probably run up there now. We got double size on the thing. Let's see if it'll run. Come on. See if it'll run up there now. No, it's not going to do it. My timing is just not right for some reason tonight. Just not any good. Get that run, and then the minute I get involved with it, it's a minute I participated in, and it just comes to a immediate halt. I gotta find out which one of those market makers is watching this stream. ES is not helping us. Delta's not really helping us. Excuse me, isn't helping us. 10 is just seems like the magical number for it to stop there. It stopped at 12. 912. Well, come on now, girls. There we go. Stopped out. So just can't win for losing here. That's it for me. I'm going to go to bed. I thought I was going to be able to make a little headway there. This is how you get chopped up real bad. And it'll run now probably. Through a new high again, 120 to 53. Guys all over the place. That's just annoying. Can't get any horsepower on the ES. That's the problem. And there goes a new high of the day. Huh. Well, yeah, I'm going to stop while I'm still in the over the 52,000 mark. I was 400 and change away from that funded mark earlier, a few minutes ago. I was up 110 bucks, and now I cannot get myself back. So I am going to call this a. Just don't seem to have it figured out as far as the timing goes. I don't know what's wrong, whether I'm too tired or my timing's off or what it is. But anyway, another day, live to fight another day. Look at that damn thing. This is just falling out of bed. These guys are doing whatever the hell they're doing. And what do we got for time somewhere else here? It's 10:40. It's about 11 o'clock. 20 to 11. London's closing, so get those guys out of here. That'd be great. Short doesn't look good. They seem to be pretty convinced they want to go higher. That's for sure. Well, they did close the gap eventually. Right there. Right there. And now they're looking at balance. They're at balance. And basically, Globex value area high. This was the last regular trading session value area high. Is that true? No, can't be true. That's over here. Oh, yeah, okay. So here's our value area high from yesterday's regular trading session. PWAP, POC, value area low. Yeah, okay, so we just don't have it. Wonder why that's not extending across like it is here. Supposed to, I thought. And there was the Globex. There was also one hell of an opportunity if I'd have just shorted the open and gone back to bed. I'd have had that taken care of. And now we're doing something funky over here. Boom. Pulling back down to that area. Get into this low volume, it ought to come across to the high volume node here. But I certainly don't feel like being the guy that tries to prove that point with a short. And it actually got a wick down in there and just didn't stick. The shorts are it's just kind of a range, even with the delta. And who knows what these guys are up to? They look like they all died or something over here. That's just up and down, wicked dick and up and down. Maybe that's positioning for FOMC. It's a short week. It's the Easter week. I don't know. I know I'm pretty irritated about that right there. That's pretty disappointing. Be nice to pop that off for a little bit more. But I'm tired, and I've got 15 minutes to the top of the hour. So I believe that I will. Been streaming now for 2 hours and 28 minutes. Lost about $1. Lost a little more than $1 a minute. That's not very good. That last trade was just really annoying. Last two, I would say. I was up from 100 up to 345 down. But I am happy that I foresaw the direction to the whole number there of 12.9. I just didn't have my timing right. I thought they were going there here, and they stopped out. And then I didn't catch it. It's kind of gun shy again over here. 10, 20, 30. 30 points. Like to see one of these set up and something happened with the news or something, and one of these, the ES just crater off or rocket up or do something. I don't see where they're. Well, let's look at the daily. So where are we here? Well, here's the top of the day, right at that resistance area. So really nothing's damned happening. They're just trading back and forth. They were down here and now they're up here. This is the daily chart, not a full day session, 5 to 410, 5 to 310. My case 6 to 410. So they are still just trading it. From our all-time special friend 12.8. Man, where that came from, I don't know. But boy, it has certainly been a stalwart. And I would normally think trading it hitting that for a short right there down, but we got ES is finally moving up. And who knows what these idiots are going to do over here. Normally, I would think that was going to come down to this value area, or this high volume node down here someplace, at least for sure, through this low singles area. But the ES heading to the top side, I don't know. Here we go. They came down through it in one tick, and now they're moving back up. So what to think? What to think? That moved so fast a minute ago. I was just shocked about that. Actually, going to take it down to value area, are they? I mean the VWAP. Let's see something here. I think we're going to get left behind. Yeah. Why does that not? Why did that not cancel? Well, that sucks. A big suck. At least I got out of it flat. And I canceled that thing and flattened it. Oh. Why didn't that work? Right down to VWAP. Huh. The problem with that is I'm not gaining on the commissions. I don't. I think it's actually moving faster on DTN on the IQFeed than Jigsaw on the Tradovate now. Because that one was, I was canceling that and clicking flat and cancel and everything else, and nothing happened. So that's not good. There's the VWAP bounce. Is it going to sell off with the ES? Is that what we're really going to do here? Boys and squirrels. Value area high. They're going to break it through the value area high. They got a lot of traffic over here too. That's the problem with that. There's a lot of and a lot of volume conducted over here. Acted. That's just real disappointing. It'd be nice to be able to just chart trade once in a while, because I'm not seeming to get this dome working too well. Back and forth across the open about 1 million times. God, I've lost count how many times we've crossed the open. We should be green actually, but no settlement is 12,944. Yeah, so that would be that. Wonder if they're going to take it down with this ES. That's the big question. They can get it below the value area low in VWAP. That's going to be tough, I think. I'd love to see them get down in there and head for the head for the POC. But if you stop and think about it, it's up, 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 higher highs and higher lows across the board. And now they're holding right at the VWAP and the POC. Let's see. Oh. I'd love to see them trade it down to that 2,800, but I don't think they're going to do it. This was the POC from Globex. Yeah, they just can't get a run going here. Doesn't seem like a flush. Just can't get a flush going. Get down to 850. What happened? Man, that thing moves so fast, I don't even see it come back up and hit the stop. Fortunately, I'd moved it. Well, I'll tell you, it's just 10 points. Maybe I ought to make it for 5. Frustrating. Six minutes to the top of the hour, and I am going to kill the stream. There, we're finally going to break it down now, where I was trying to get him to go, or where I was hoping it would go. Now, will they trade it on down towards this area or not? That's what should happen. That's what I would expect to happen. And we'll see if it does so. Where would that be at? Where would that stop need to be? 66? Oh, don't want to do that. Wanted it to go the other way. And what are they getting clear down to here? 57-ish. Oh, okay, that was terrible. That's a bad entry. So 66. See if we were short one, by the way. See if we can manage. I was just really thinking we were going to finally get some movement on this thing. Down here to this 850. But it just can't seem to get there, man. Sellers just can't get it down there. The ES needs to crater. I'd love to see them take it down to this value area low or the POC. That would be a normal idea once they're into value. But they seem to be just struggling. And there we go. Well, that's pretty disappointing. Just, I guess I can't keep my stops. My risk tolerance and the stops are just too tight. That's the only problem there. Well, that's for damn sure for me. That's the end of that one there. That's real disappointing. So much for me wanting to get that. And now here we go. Through 57 where my entry was and gonna trade it right straight down. Sure as hell. Sure as hell. I guess the trick is to get this widen the stops out, I guess. I don't know, but that's not the right risk management, but I think that's my worst losing day so far. That's not good. I guess maybe it's because it's a short week or something. I don't know. And now they go right down to where my targets were. I was at short 57. Man, that's just irritating. I don't know what to do about that. Be honest about it. What's happening now is the volatility is opening up to the point that there's enough rotation on each bar or brick, whatever you want to call it, that the stops are within the harmonic rotation. So that's not good. Now we're still struggling to get any change off. We were short at 57, so it's not making any great headway past this area here. And the ES is just kind of fluffing around like a bunch of cheerleaders over there. Well, that's just too bad. So they've essentially broken structure to the downside. If you were to put a trend line across this, Oh, come on, shut up. Put a trend line across here. They've basically broken structure to the downside on this uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows. And now they've broken down. Whether that's going to stick or not, or whether they're going to run it back up out of there again is another story. Delta has also broken a Delta's also right down on the low. Back up towards VWAP now. Yeah, this is irritating. That could just be the pullback on the shorts too. Really hate going to not closing the stream. I just don't like ending the trading day on a losing note when there's still lots of hours of trading left, and I would suppose and will be not surprised at all to see this thing have come back in and made a significant one of these kind of significant moves in the morning. Normally they would trade this thing down, and that's where it would go. And there we go past 52, right? Well, I started doing something in the big area. I don't know what, but they're down past my target now. There's 10 points off my last short. See what happens now if they can get it to go across this. Not going to move that stop down to try to get the to try to save that that break even stuff, and I suppose now it's going to come up here and smack me. Where is that high? 57. See if they can trade it. I guess I just can't seem to figure out where to get these stops in the rotations there. And my timings just sucks. I don't know what the deal is here. Well, that's pretty disappointing. All right, well, it's the top of the hour, and be my worst trading day of this combine. My worst losing day. So trade safe. Remember that your goal is to trade tomorrow, be able to trade tomorrow, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Take care. I'll speak to you tomorrow, just before the. I don't think I have a meeting. Anyway, I'll be on stream tomorrow. All the best. Trade safe, and remember your goal is to be able to trade